We're going to take a few minutes and walk around this row crop cultivator and take a look at some of the daily things that you might want to look at, the grease fittings, maintenance things to watch out for. This machine is designed for relatively low maintenance, high productivity, low maintenance. Some of the big areas to maintain and grease would be a few grease fittings on the row units and a couple grease fittings on some of the frame hinges. You'll find that there will be a couple grease fittings on these black linkages here on this outside wing one. There will also be a grease fitting on this main pin. A lot of the grease fittings are designated with the small little yellow grease decals with a 40-hour grease interval. The next grease fitting will be on the turnbuckles on the gauge wheels. The grease fitting will lubricate the turnbuckle for when you need to adjust. Another grease fitting will be on these two hinges here on the main wing. Again, you'll see the grease fitting decal here for that designation. That's pretty much all the grease fittings on the frame itself. When it comes to the row unit and things to look out for on a daily time frame, first thing would be to look at and make sure all the hardware is tight. One of the things to look out for is on the side sweeps. There's a lock bolt to lock the position of the height. We want to make sure that that bolt is tight regularly. Another thing would be to throw a little grease in the depth adjust. You see the grease fitting here. The only other grease fitting would be on the cylinder on the lower rod end of this cylinder. Each row unit is the same. One grease fitting here on the depth adjust and another grease fitting on the sectional control cylinder. Another important aspect is to make sure and take a look at the wear on your sweeps. We want to make sure the sweeps are effectively working the width of the machine. So once the sweeps wear down to a small enough size, you'll want to take a look and replace them. Some of the other things to look out for on this machine is to make sure that all the hoses are in good condition, there's no cracks, there's no leaks, there's no drips, and there's no wet spots. Making sure that all the harnessing is secured, all the plugs are correctly plugged in, and everything looks good. Once you've looked over the entire machine, you'll be ready to hit the field.